the transparent dude, the see-through man, or also as it's colloquially known as the Invisible Man. It's H.G. Wells' famous science fiction novel that's been adapted and beaten like a dead horse so many times over, so fifth time is the charm perhaps. Guys, let's find out and see what's happening with Blumhouse's The Invisible Man.
Are you okay? What happened to him?
Adrian's dead.
Listen, you're getting your freedom back, okay?
He said that wherever I went, he would find me. Walk right up to me, and I wouldn't be able to see him.
Adrian is dead.
He's not dead. He has figured out a way to be invisible.
Smart, well acted, and above all, scary. The Invisible Man proves that sometimes the classic source material for a fresh reboot can be hiding in plain sight. Oh, isn't that a little bit on the nose as far as reviews concerned? But you know what? It's actually accurate because currently right now it's holding on Rotten Tomatoes at 90% from critics, followed by an 89% from audiences. So right in lockstep with each other. It's always a fantastic thing. You guys know it gets my nipples hard when I see audiences and critics on the same page about a film. You know what? Let's say 3 is a charm because I'm right on board with that. So let's just jump right into my expectations for this film. They weren't high, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. Despite the fact that the Blumhouse name was attached to this project, the Invisible Man has been like a well-beaten dead horse. And is most recently axed in the whole larger planned Universal Monster Cinematic Universe. Initially, Johnny Depp was attached to premiere or star in this project. That was cut after Tom Cruise's The Mummy reboot failed. So yeah, expectations were low. However, the hype machine. And not in the hype machine in like the derogatory sense, like the legit hype machine of like word of mouth, led me to think like, all right, this is getting like high praise from critics and audiences. People are saying it's good, so I'm on board. And you know what, guys? I mean, equally impressive right now. It's holding a $49 million box office global total for the box office returns. Considering a return on investment for a $7 million film, that is absolutely phenomenal. So Blumhouse totally knocking it out the park again. Low budget, very tightly scripted, well executed films that just make mad money considering the amount of investment. So let's talk about the pros here, guys, because there are some powerful performances on screen, most notably by Elisabeth Moss, who really does carry this film from beginning to end. But she's also supported by some fantastic actors, all of which everyone I'm on board with emotionally in terms of what they're dealing with, in terms of the scenarios that are presented to them in the film, how they go through them, how they're resolved, executed, all that. It really does have you gripping on the edge of your seat. So yeah, it's a well-oiled machine. Every moment is engaging, down to the sound effects. The score is fantastic. All of them expertly crafted, especially during those jump scare sequences, those cinematic orchestral hits really do deliver in those moments of ascending and building up tension. Even if it's like a pan of frying bacon, a certain somebody got spooked by. It was all expertly crafted to just scare the shizzle out of you. So guys, my last pro for this is there are some genuinely shocking moments in this film. Things that I feel like typically, most horror or thriller films, I can see these kind of shocking moments telegraphed from like a mile away. In this case, I mean, you literally had seconds for the buildup to happen before the eventual outcome was displayed in graphic detail to you on screen. And it was truly jarring and shocking. And I was like, oh, damn. Wow. So cons, guys, let's talk about them. Are there any cons in this film? As far as I can tell, on first viewing, I'm going to say largely no. However, there are at least 2 large butthole gaping plot holes that I could identify. I really think the film would have been served well by resolving or filling in. But because this film is so competent and so engaging all the way through, I will give it a pass ultimately for my final score. So let's talk about that, guys, because the Invisible Man, it's inventive, it's creative, it's a contemporary reimagining of an older IP brought into a modern context. You've got fantastic visual direction, acting, a script that's mostly tight, emotionally provoking, and really, truly a confluence of circumstances that make The Invisible Man a must-see for the month of March so far. So without further ado, I'm going to give The Invisible Man 4 out of 5 bags of popcorn. It's an 80%. I think it's totally worth your time seeing, guys. So with that out the way, hey, thank you so much for watching my review on The Invisible Man. Don't forget, every Saturday at 1:30 p.m., especially this Saturday, we've got Stephanie Gallardo from Minute MoviePOP. She's going to be on board for our weekly news broadcast. It's called Weekly Weekender. We wrap up the 10 biggest movie and Hollywood news stories for you to consume, so you don't have to spend the whole week wasting your time doing it. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you next weekend.